Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Spirit Soul Sense, information for your soul, and I am Charisse. And I just wanted to talk about Beyonce's new song, Bigger, and how absolutely beautiful those lyrics are. I wanted to break it down and just talk about it because it makes me so happy to hear music like this. My insides just feel so good. So, the first lyric is, if you feel insignificant, you better think again, which reminds me of what Oprah says all the time, that we all, at the core of it, have this fear of being unworthy or unlovable, and it's like so not true. It's just not true. Things happen in our life that may make us feel that way, but we are all worthy and we are all enough. I like that. Like, we are all enough. Like, once you realize we are all enough, the creator of everything here has a purpose for your life, and it's beautiful. And like, every detail of your life, the good, the bad, the ugly, has been created to help you evolve. I just think it's so beautiful. Okay, she says, you're part of something way bigger. You're not just a speck in the universe. Like, we are all part of this big, beautiful, like, being, God, energy, universe, and life is not meaningless. Like, there's a purpose to all of this. I like also how she says, you are the living word, because of my Christian background, and I absolutely love the Bible. I love the Bible. I love Christianity. Like, every kind of reference to Christianity feels like good inside me. The Bible is the living word, and so like referencing that, like, I am like created in God's image, and all of that is connected. And once you realize that, you start living your life differently. You're not waiting for things to happen. You're not accepting of negative things happening in your life without making some kind of change or taking some kind of action to live the life you want to live. And then she has some lyrics that says, bigger than you, bigger than we, bigger than the picture they framed us to be, which I took like two ways, because I think the message that the media sends us as humans is that things are supposed to be fast. You're supposed to get whatever you want. If you don't, it's because you're lazy or you don't work hard enough. And so there's this general message as humans that we're not supposed to complain, that we're supposed to fight for everything we have. And then I felt like there was another layer of messaging under there, specifically for oppressed people, for Black people. The message is that we are not worthy because of the color of our skin. It's like so ignorant. But I felt like that was embedded in what she's saying. And I've listened to the other songs on the album that she put out for The Lion King, and I feel like Beyonce speaks more explicitly to race now when she's singing her songs. And I feel like that's definitely mixed in there, that as a Black woman, people thought she wasn't going to be able to create this legacy that she has now. And she's also talked about legacy, and I think the idea of leaving a legacy is like one of the most beautiful things we can do as humans. Everyone doesn't have to have kids in order to leave a legacy, but you can leave a mark on this world. And it doesn't have to be as big as Beyonce's mark. But if you decide that you want to leave this world a little bit better than how you met it, I feel like, it just gives me the good feelings inside. When she starts talking about motherhood and being a wife and like how difficult it is, like, I can so relate. As, you know, someone who has a career, as someone who is a mother, and as someone who wants to be a wife, I already know how hard it is to be like the best person, like the best Charisse I can be. I also know like motherhood is the hardest job in the world. And being a wife, even in a healthy relationship, is going to take work and energy and time. And she is still like learning and growing from that. It just really humanizes Beyonce to me. I think a lot of people put her on a pedestal and, you know, thought that she was perfect and could do no wrong. And I feel like after the elevator scene, and then after they like both Jay-Z and Beyonce came out with, their albums talking about it, she just is so much more relatable. I always feel like I could relate to Beyonce, but talking about race and the problems in her life, I feel just makes someone less like a pedestal. Like she's just less on a pedestal to me. And so like I don't stan Beyonce, but I respect her work and her work ethic, and I think she creates like very, very, very beautiful, beautiful art. Then she talks about like becoming your best self and answering those deep questions that I think we all have. Maybe some of us ignore it, but I think we all like want to know what's the meaning of life and what am I supposed to be doing here and how do I live my best life? Like those questions for me started when I was a child, and I really, really gravitated to religion and spirituality. But I think on some level, all of us are asking those questions. How can I be happy right now with what I have? How can I work towards those goals? And I think it's all about love and working together and being your best self and exploring those questions for yourself. And go listen to the song. Towards the end of the song, she says, "Let love be the water." And I love a water reference. I'm an island girl, and I love a water reference. And so it's like she says, "You pour into me and I pour into you." I mean, you can't pour from an empty cup. And so if we are pouring into each other, then we're feeding something healthy and happy. And I just love that. Like this whole song is just so beautiful. I have it on repeat. It's just, so you should go listen to it, support Beyonce, and enrich your life. Thank you for watching.